The death toll from this tragedy is still anyone's guess. Many thousands were in the World Trade Center. About 300 firemen and another 100 police are missing after going to help. Up to 800 could have died at the Pentagon and at least 200 on the 4 planes.
Americans truly believe that today someone, some group declared war on them. As they watched the horror of it all unfold before them on television, the country went on a warlike footing.
The worst part about it is there ain't nobody to fight.
With the World Trade Center burning in New York, the Pentagon partly destroyed in the nation's capital, the White House was thought to be the next likely target.
Move everybody across the street.
The president was out of town in Florida, so everyone, except the vice president and his national security team, were told to get out.
I'm told that a plane went into the Pentagon and they're chasing us off the ground here.
The vice president then headed for a bomb-proof bunker to coordinate a response to the crisis.
Everybody back.
With the continuing threat in Washington, the Secret Service ordered President Bush to stay away from the city. A meeting with school children in Florida was abruptly interrupted, but he was soon trying to reassure a shocked nation.
Freedom itself was attacked this morning by a faceless coward, and freedom will be defended.
President Bush was eventually given the all-clear to return to Washington in the late afternoon. His plane shadowed all the way by a group of fighter planes. Soon after, an obviously shocked president appeared on the nation's TV screens.
The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger.
He described the death toll as in the thousands and issued a warning to those responsible for the attacks.
I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them.
Government buildings all over America have been closed and workers told to stay away until the FBI gives the all clear. Because this attack was so well planned, so secretive, there's no guarantee that the mayhem we've seen today is the end of it. And for the first time in the nation's history, all airports across America were immediately closed. There will be another few hours before any decision is made about when planes will fly again.
The airport's being evacuated. They need to go home.
The World Trade Center was seen as the ultimate symbol of America's economic power. Situated close to the world's best-known financial district, Wall Street, there are real fears now about what might happen when the stock market eventually reopens and what effect all this might have on an already shaky U.S. economy.
This is a very serious event. It's economic shocks that come out of the blue that ultimately send us into economic recessions, and this certainly qualifies as a shock of immense proportion.
In another security procedure never before witnessed, senior political leaders were helicoptered to a secret location, while other politicians and their staffs were told to get away from the Capitol building, while fighter planes patrolled overhead. And then police closed off the city of Washington to outsiders. A sense of quiet rage settled over the national capital.
Let's get away from the building, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a feeling echoed across America. It's people now worried about the future, with so many asking, how could this have happened?
I hope they're sending planes over there right now. Take care of business.
Military leaders were brought out as well to do their best to reassure a shell-shocked nation.
But make no mistake about it, your armed forces are ready.
At airports where those hijacked planes were due to land, tragic scenes as emotional relatives realized their loved ones would not be arriving. And finally, in a move to unify a stunned population, a group of politicians from all sides gathered on the steps of Washington's Capitol building tonight. They were there to show their resolve on this, the worst of days.